So maybe you've heard about the hashtag BossGACOG, or you just want to learn more about Dokkaebi. Well, luckily for you all, today I'm going to be going over all the tips and tricks that I know of as I've been playing Dokkaebi, so make sure to stick around and enjoy the video. Oh, breach charge, yeah, that works. Oh, there we go, on stairs. Got him. Alright, first and foremost, the thing about every operator that is a basic necessity is of course their loadout. If you're being more serious towards your gameplay, then go ahead and run her DMR, which I believe is the Mark 12, with ACOG, muzzle, and angled grip. For the secondary, run the C75 with a suppressor. And then for the little gadgets, I'm going to leave this up to you, but I'll kind of explain what I think works in better situations. So for frag grenades, they're overall more versatile, like they can destroy defender gadgets, or they can, injure or even kill defenders. But smokes are the other choice, and for the smokes, what I'd usually use them for is if you're trying to get intel. So say you're hacking phones, or you want to stay covered up while you're doing something, then go ahead and use smokes. Other than that, my personal one that is super fun to use is what I call the disrespectable Doke. And so basically it's her Boss G with the holographic sights and an angled grip. And I recommend running a laser sights, and it's just because the Boss G isn't like any other shotgun. It's very unique because it is a slug shotty. And of course secondary, C75 with suppressor again, and I'd recommend frags for this disrespectful Doke kind of loadout. Alright, now moving on to Dokkaebi's playstyle that I'd recommend for you guys. So number one is call when your teammates are pushing. And by calling, I mean using her logic bombs. So this is really helpful, especially when you or your teammates are pushing, because you can really get a sense of the area around you and where the defenders might be. Next, call when you think you're really close to people. Now, say you know that they have a Kavira, and she's roaming around, and you think that you might be close to where Kavira might roam at. Go ahead and call just in case, and it really lets you know, again, an area where the defenders might be around, and it really gives you an upper hand on the gameplay. Next, pay attention to where phones are dropped at. So, when you're playing as Dokkaebi, and someone is killed, it'll show a little phone icon over by the dead body, which is another ability that Dokkaebi has, which is where she can hack it, and we'll get into that a little bit later. And basically, when you see these phones dropped, if you haven't hacked them yet, they'll still show up, and use that to your advantage. It kind of gives you a little bit of intel or a layout of where the defenders might be at. Say that there was a dock, maybe on a bottom floor, on some sort of map, and you can see that the phone's down there because they maybe left the game or they died. It might let you know that, hey, there's probably someone down there and it probably is bomb site, or there might be other people around that phone because someone else was over there. Next, hack phones early. If you can hack phones early, it is a really big plus because you have even more intel. If you can tell, I'm kind of saying that when you're playing Dokkaebi, intel is almost the main purpose of her character, and that's very true. Alright, next, if you can't find someone, but there's access to phones, hack them and look around on cams. It's just like when you're playing defense. Looking at cams, if you don't know someone's at, it'll give you a better chance of finding them. And lastly, since we're talking about intel so much, make sure to tell your teammates about all the intel that you have. But I guess don't be too annoying, just give them what they need to know. And if you don't know if they need to know something, just say it anyways, because more information is better than none. And lastly, I always like to recommend other operators that will go along and hopefully support the operator that I'm teaching you guys how to play. And so what I really have to recommend for other operators that I think will support Dokkaebi would be other roaming ops, or hard breachers, or fuse. So I say roaming operators because they can help you pick off people, and then you can hack the phones and get more intel. Hard breachers are another good one because say you've used your logic bombs and the phones are going off and you see that maybe they're behind a reinforcement. Someone like Maverick could burn open a little hole on the bottom, and since you hear the phone buzzing, you can kind of get a really good sense of where they're at. You can go ahead and take them out. And I also recommend Fuse because, like I was saying, when you use your logic bombs or you're calling those phones, it gives intel to where these people might be at on defense, and Fuse can go ahead and lay down one of his fuse charges and blow them all up. And it would be really awesome if that happens. Great teamwork. Alright, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up, the little like button. I'd really appreciate it. And I want to let you guys know that I stream every Saturday and Monday. So there's going to be a link down in the description below for you guys to check out. And go ahead and hit the follow button over there if you want to see me streaming on those days. And with all that being said, make sure to hit the subscribe button right around here. And if you want to see my most recent video, click the video on screen. And if you want to see a playlist of videos that I've made on how to play other operators, go ahead and hit the playlist on screen. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys later. Deuces.